Israeli occupation forces have detained prominent Sheikh Jarrah activists just one day after an Al Jazeera journalist was arrested, and Qatar's foreign minister has reaffirmed the country's stance against normalization with Israel. 54 companies have been fined for violating Qatar's new labor laws concerning summer working hours. And finally, find out what Qatar's Amir had to say to this group of young environmental activists.
Hello, I'm Farah, and this is the Roundup. Here are today's top stories.
We start off in occupied Jerusalem, where Israeli occupation forces have arrested prominent Palestinian siblings Mohammed and Muna al-Kurd, triggering global outrage. Footage that emerged online showed the moments Muna was arrested from her home. Her brother Mohammed handed himself into police just hours later. The siblings have been at the forefront of protests against the ethnic cleansing of Sheikh Jarrah. This came just a day after Israeli forces brutally arrested Al Jazeera journalist Javad al-Bideri while covering a peaceful sit-in in the same neighborhood. The journalist was released several hours later and has been barred from covering events in Sheikh Jarrah for 15 days. News of the arrests triggered shockwaves around the world, with journalists and press freedom groups condemning Israel for targeting the media. Staying with Palestine, and Qatar's foreign minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdurrahman al-Thani confirms Qatar's position yet again on normalization with Israel. Sheikh Mohammed attributed Israel's brutal occupation of Palestine as the reason for the lack of a relationship or diplomatic ties between Qatar and Israel. The foreign minister also said normalization would not end the occupation of Palestine, a condition that is non-negotiable for Qatar. Back in Qatar, 54 companies have been fined by authorities for violating a recent labor law. Under this legislation, staff are prohibited to work outside between 10 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. starting from the 1st of June and up until September 15 every year. However, an inspection by the ministry found 54 construction, building, maintenance, and gardening companies were not adhering to the new conditions. And finally, a young group of activists have received quite the message for this World Environment Day. A student-led group of environmental activists at Qatar Academy was sent a letter of thanks from Amir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. The group, named Activists in Action, organized a campaign to stop the use of single-use plastic bags in Qatar to protect the environment. I would like to express to you my thanks and appreciation for this important initiative, wishing you all the success, the Amir said in his letter.
For me today, but for more of our stories, head on to dohanews.co.